Are you kidding me?
God, look at that cutie right there, man. Is
Look
that
at
not
that face.
just a cute little kiddo?
Oh my God. Is there anything better, honestly?
I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. The whole 11 months, she'll be one November
I
17th.
know. November.
It's
Yeah.
it's been an absolute blast. Like just to be at home, watch her get to grow up, get to take those first steps, learn to crawl, eat solid food for the first time and throw it all over the kitchen. Uh, it's the best thing in the world. It really is.
Honestly, I mean, you're gonna have a long career, but she's before you know it, she's gonna be 5 and then 8 and got it. But that picture, I just saw it. It wrecked me. She's such a thank God she looks like her mother.
I
Thank
know,
God.
right? Goodness gracious.
I mean, look
You
at
ain't
that.
lying. She'd
Wow.
have had a tough road to hoe if she would have taken after the old man.
I found I was going through the pictures. Remember last year at Halloween when you and I dressed up as June and Johnny Cash? Remember that? That was so much fun.
That was a blast. That was the best party I've ever been to.
I know, right? I mean, you think Tucson, Arizona on a Tuesday, but we tore it up.
I gotta say, I got some really weird looks at that party, but I was okay with it.
You know why? Because honestly, whoever did that, it looked like your cleavage. It did.
Yeah.
That's what threw it off. Don't mention. See, Corey's here now, and I don't even think she knows we did that. So
Yeah.
Was I something to show my cleavage? I missed that whole thing. What's
No,
happening?
no.
I'll tell you. Last year, remember when I didn't come to your Halloween party? Remember? And I said I was busy. That's me and Jordan. We did this. We dressed up as June and Johnny Cash.
Oh, yeah, that's adorable.
And we went to a party in Tucson. But
So
I mean,
the cleavage term was what I showed a lot that night. It was the talk of the town. So
I got it.
For a well-built fella, I mean, he just that dress. It just
with the hair, especially, it's just got that,
very form fitting.
God help us. How are you?
Doing great. Thank y'all so much.
We were just talking about Eloise. She's gonna be a year old next month.
Oh my God.
Yeah, November 17th.
You're a girl dad.
Oh, I love it. It's the best.
I'm glad.
They just wreck you,
man.
Damon
always says. Do you feel like that? She's got you wrapped?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm done. Like it's over. Like she can even now she can't even she can't talk, but like she loves these little like fruit pouches that are in the fridge, and she can open doors now. So she rolls around in her little, we call it the Zoomy, whatever, and she'll open the fridge and she'll reach for these pouches. And it's the only thing she really ever asked for, and she gets them all the time. I'm like, yeah, you want that one? Here you go. Here's your pouch. And my wife's like, hey, I bought 30 of these and like 15 are gone. And that was like 3 days ago. Where are they at?
That's great.
I'm like, hey, she wants a pouch. Baby wants a pouch. She gets a pouch.
Wait till she asks you the keys to the car. Can I have the keys to the car, Dad?
Yeah. There you go.
Take off.
I'm telling you, man, I got a 5-year-old boy and a 4-year-old girl, and they could do the same thing. They could become prolific serial killers. Him, I go, you're going to prison, and her, I go, it's okay, honey, you did a good job.
Okay. It's okay.
You're straight lines with the knife cuts. Great job.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Your brother's bad.
He's bad.
That's
well, at least you're not as bad as your brother.
There you go. You've always got that.
Are you going to dress her up as a little pumpkin or something this year? I don't know.
So she's going to be a sheep. She's actually going to be a sheep, and I actually picked this, and my wife, for some reason, she wasn't big on this, but I was like, I saw this little magazine that had like this little baby that was a sheep, and I was like, hey, that's what Eloise needs to be. I was like, you be a sheep, she can be a sheep, and I'll be the shepherd.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, there she is.
Her. Oh, golly, she's beautiful.
Thank you. She's definitely got my sheep.
Most people are sheep. Just ask the Trump administration.
She's very political too for her age. I have to say.
She's jumping on early.
You give her a fruit pouch and she'll talk for hours.
God, you guys.
That's so funny. So you must be like loving being home with them then, because generally you wouldn't be, right? You'd be on the road and checking in, basically.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of FaceTimes, a lot of Zooms, but zooming back home. So it's almost like I said this the other day. It's like the roles have been reversed. You know, like when I would have been Zooming and FaceTiming Eloise and Kristen, it's like now I'm Zooming and FaceTiming y'all and playing Zoom concerts. It's like just total, 180. But like, it has been a lot of fun to be at home. I mean, don't get me wrong. I miss the road. I miss the fans, miss playing the shows, and
Sure.
for my guys too. We were up to almost a 10-person crew.
Wow.
And everybody was, they were out of work, but it's what needs to be done right now. We gotta kick this thing, and we'll go back out whenever it's safe. And
yeah,
we're just hoping for sooner than later.
We were talking this morning on the air, and Cory was saying, I bet he loves being at home. And I said, because of his daughter. And she said, no, because he's not a very good performer on the road.
I did not say that. Oh, my God.
Oh, was that not supposed to be said over the air?
I would never say that. Listen, I don't like Tom Cruise, but I always tell everybody if I meet the guy, I'm not going to tell him I think he sucks.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't think you suck, Jordan. I think you're wonderful. I think you're great.
Well, now I don't know how to take that.
Everything he says is a lie. Don't even listen to him. Tell him. That's our whole show. Damon lies. I tell everybody he's lying.
I am a Christian human being. If I say Old Dominion called him the anchor on that tour, then they meant sinking the ship.
Well, I'm going to go with that. I'll believe.
Yeah. No, it is. I mean, it's and I know I'm not the only one. I was talking to a buddy of mine earlier today, just about you don't realize how much you miss it until it's you can't do it. And we're doing these drive-in shows, and we're trying to do these socially distant shows, which are fun, but they're not what it, they're not there yet. It's good that we're taking the right steps and being safe and getting back out there and playing shows, but man, there's nothing like a packed room of 1,000 people in there.
Honestly, country music, it's got to be harder for country performers than anybody else because there's nobody honestly that's closer to their audience.
Yeah, it really is. Like
you'll get some groups, I don't want to say it, maybe rap music or whatever, where they like, hey, I'm better than you. I want to be up here, you're down there. That's not the case with us, and so that's what makes it hard, man. Is they're all in cars 300 feet away.
Instead of clapping, they're honking. But we really do. I think that's why country music is special. Like the genre is special because there's always been a connection, whether it be to the lyric or to just the fan in general. And y'all do such a great job with meet and greets. So we'll play a show and we'll do meet and greets, and then we'll have a VIP and we'll play some new songs, and then we'll get to hang with them for a little bit. Yeah. It feels a little more connected than any of the other genres. And, I don't think you really, I didn't realize how much I enjoyed that until, it had to go away for a little bit. So, it definitely hurt us a little more than I would say some of the other other music genres.
Are you're playing some gigs though? I saw you had something like right before Halloween, like the candy toss or something.
Oh, I'm sure I played it. we do have a show coming up October 30th.
Yeah, that's the one. It's called like the Candy Crawl or the Country Candy.
Oh, is that really what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Me and Jansen, me and Chris. And which I haven't seen Chris. We played a drive-in show with him a couple weeks ago in Fort Wayne. But
how are those working? Can I ask, do people park their cars and just stay there and then watch you and you perform like underneath the big screen?
So like the last one we did, they had a screen behind us.
Okay.
We performed on stage. It's just acoustic. It's not full band, so it's me and my guitar player and we have a cajon player. But yeah, they pretty much park in designated slots, and the last one they could get out of their cars, but they still had to stay in their little parking area.
Their carpet square, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, and they're everybody's socially distant, which that's the good thing is we're at least doing it and being safe about it. But like,
Yeah.
it's still it's just not the same.
If somebody would have told you years ago, you know what, eventually on your webpage, you will have an assortment of hoodies, hats, and of course, face masks, you'd be like, what? And you have one.
I do. I like, and I never thought in a million years that would be a merch item that actually does well for us.
I bet.
Like, it's just a crazy time. Crazy.
Okay, does yours have a beard on it? Because it's the whole.
That's what I wanted, Corey. I totally thought that. It should be the massive beard.
It should at least be like your lips and just the beard, and then when you put it on, it's like.
I really missed out on that. I did not think about that until.
Oh my God!
Why did I?
We need to be your merch people
because you fired us as managers. That's why you didn't think of it. You get what you deserve.
That's it.
Yeah. When was the last time you shaved that thing? Tell me.
I can tell you exactly when it was. June 2nd, 2015.
Wow. You do know.
The reason why I know that is because it was the day I met my wife, and it was the day that I was in my college roommate's wedding, and I was in the wedding party, and he wanted me to shave because I had a huge beard, and he was like, dude, you look like a homeless cat, man. And I was like, all right. So I shaved my beard.
Oh man, that's a long time. So my husband grows one and then he shaves, and then grows one and shaves. He just says it gets itchy. You don't have that?
I mean, it does get itchy, but once you get past it, once you get to the length, and you've had it for 6 years or however long I've had this beard, I'm pretty used to it now. But like, it's pretty awesome now coming up in the hunting season. Like a lot of face cover, keeps my face warm.
Yeah.
I don't know if people say ducks can see your face, but like, if they can, I at least have half of mine covered up. So it's positive.
That's a good point. But you're gonna do the whole, anyway, right?
I usually do like eye black. I cover everything up. Nice. I try to improve all my chances I can.
Do you do the calling or does someone else?
I can do a feed call. I leave it to my brother to do like the actual like conversating with him. Okay. So I just kind of fill in. I'm like I always say I'm like a background guy. Like I'll come in with a little bit of color here and there, but I have a buddy that's an incredible caller, and then my brother's really good too. Yeah, there you go.
I was stuck. He said duck. It's the only duck I have right here.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
See, that disappoints me because we're trying to get beyond racist, and just to say that you have a friend who's an amazing color. I mean, what color is he, and why do you have? What he didn't say?
I don't think that's what he meant. I meant I think he meant commentary.
Thank God, because I thought, man, we'll go down that road again.
Like here the other sportscaster dude, like one does the play-by-play and one does the color commentary, like that. Gotcha. Okay, good, terrific.
By the way, your brother, how's he doing? He's a musician of note, is he not?
He is. I'm actually in his studio right now. I came over and I was drinking off his beer earlier. If you saw any of my Insta stories,
that's fantastic.
Yeah, my mom's in town, so we're over here hanging out with them, and he's doing great. He's writing a lot of songs, and more importantly, getting his duck property ready for this season. And but he's enjoying it.
He's so clean shaven, Corey. Have you ever seen his brother? He's like this. He just looked like the all-American boy. If you had one of those,
he is
one of those prehistoric charts like they have in a museum. Like his brother would be most evolved, and Jordan would be like third in there.
Yeah, that's actually a great way to put it. Like he really is. Like he's the. He definitely looks nothing like me.
He looks like the kind of guy, and you'd open your door and he'd say, how's your walk with the Lord? And then hand you a pamphlet.
Yeah, that's Jacob.
And he's named Jacob, and that's biblical. So there you go.
I'm telling you, he loves the big man. So that's you're spot on that one.
That's funny. Yeah. I have to look. I'm going to look him up on your Instagram. Is he on there?
Yeah, he's on there. There's actually a couple photos down. It's me, my dad, and him on a dove hunt. We had.
I see it. Your father is a damn handsome man. Wow.
He is. He's a sharp-looking cat, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Wow. Yeah. Whew. getting a little hot in here. Good Lord. And
Were
look at your brother.
Were you hunting wild doves? Because those things can turn on you. Gosh, damn, that's a gamey bird.
That's not a thing. I don't think. Damon, honestly, can you see his dad? Can you see? Look at him.
Yeah. You know what's funny? He got busted by the game wardens that day. It ended up being an amazing day.
What?
We met an incredible game warden. He was a sweet guy. But my dad, we weren't supposed to be dove hunting. We were out there actually doing a work day, putting up some deer stands.
Yeah.
And we saw a bunch of dove flying, and we had some shotguns. So I was like, hey, dude, we should go try to knock down some of these dove. And we all got on and bought license just through the app. But I'm sitting here thinking of my dad. My dad's name's Ricky Joe. He doesn't really do well with iPhones and like app stuff. And I didn't think about it. So we're out there shooting dove, and all of a sudden a game warden shows up and gives him a big old ticket. But it could have been bad, but like it wasn't that bad. So yeah, that happened about 6 minutes after that photo was taken.
Is that so he's sitting there with the gun when the game warden shows up drinking beer?
Oh no, he about took off. When he saw the green truck pull up.
No, he did not.
He was like, "Oh, boys, I don't have a license." And I was like, "Dad."
He's in his truck. He's in his truck filling out the application.
Yeah.
It's got it right here, sir.
That's great. Oh my God, how fun. That is awesome.
You remember when we got married in Roanoke and you wanted that dove release, and when you did it, 3 of the groomsmen pulled out shotguns and killed them all? God, that was...
We were never married. That's...
What a great day.
Both breathtaking and frightening at the same time.
Peaceful and bloody, all in the same moment. It was,
That was our relationship, brother.
That was it, peaceful and bloody.
Yeah.
That's our relationship now most days, actually. Oh, geez, God. Jordan Davis, you are so patient and wonderful.
So the last time that we saw you, you were warming up for Old Dominion. You were at the casino. And I remember that you only had one hit. And you said you were thinking about that you didn't have what it took, and you wanted to quit.
No, you didn't.
And you said, I almost did. And I said to you, I wouldn't be sitting here next to you if it weren't for the almost maybes. And next thing you know, you turn it into a hit. I don't see a dime of royalty.
Oh, it's in the mail. It's coming.
It's in the mail.
Dove license. He just said it. He had this big crying. It was snot in his beard. He said, I almost made it. Maybe I could. And I said, if it weren't for the almost maybes.
Actually, I'm pretty sure the first meeting that you had with Jordan Damon, you asked immediately about his beard. And I said, please don't touch it. Because I told you that when he walked in the room, do not touch his beard. Damon has no sense of personal space. So if he touched it, we're sorry.
You'd be surprised. That is something that I have to say at all my meet and greets. It's like,
really?
My beard is off limits. I don't know what it is about people that like, I mean, it's literally just hair on my face, but for some reason,
they just want to.
People like reach up and grab it.
Well, it's the same way with Blake Shelton's lazy eye. You tell him not to look at it, but that's the first thing you go to. You're like, oh, Jesus, I looked again, didn't I?
He doesn't
I
have
at it, didn't I?
A lazy eye. He doesn't. I promise you.
Yes, he does.
That's so strange that people just reach up and touch you and like, God, why do they feel like that's okay?
I have no clue. I mean, most of the time alcohol is involved.
Is it women or men too?
No, I've never had a guy touch my beard.
That's good.
But there's been a lot. All of it's been females, really, for some reason. I don't know. Want to touch my beard?
It's a thing.
Corey, did you ever hear Jordan's that hip hop album "Talk to the Beard"? It was experimental, but it just
it did really well for us. It opened a lot of doors.
Yeah.
You know, if I wouldn't have the country career I have now, if it weren't for that R&B breakthrough, you know.
Yeah,
that's the one that Paisley wrote. There ain't no I in beard. He wrote that for that, right?
In beard.
That was the first time we heard that song.
Then he changed it a little, and it worked.
Yeah, then he made it a hit for himself.
Yeah.
Poor Davis is languishing on the R&B charts.
Oh.
Yeah,
I can make this work.
Yeah, you look R&B, dude. Please.
By the way, on a serious note, did you see what happened to one of your influences, one of your heroes yesterday? Did you see with John Prine?
Wait, John Prine?
Yesterday, he passed away a while ago.
Well,
Yeah.
but it got a 2020 Grammy salute to music legends.
Oh, did he really?
Yesterday.
Oh, posthumously?
No
Did they
way.
do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, you should look it up. As I was looking at the Grammy site, and he was one of the people named in the legends to be honored this year. So I know
That's
he was
amazing.
a huge influence for you, and it's a well deserved honor. You know.
Man, I mean, in my opinion, he's the best to ever write them. But I mean, it really, somebody who, and I know he didn't care about this, but like, I do think he's one of the more underrated artists of all time. I mean, I think just his songs he was the reason why a lot of people fell in love with music. I'm on a softball team with Hardy, and Hardy's one of the best songwriters I've ever been in a room with, and
right.
and I know that John was a huge influence on Hardy as well. So it reaches so wide. So it's really awesome that the Grammys are showing the respect that he deserves so much.
And they're not super country friendly. So for them to step out like that for him, I think that's amazing.
Yeah,
that just goes to speak to the level of talent,
Yeah, that's really cool. I didn't know that. That's crazy. That's awesome though. I'm glad that's happening.
Does Hardy still do that thing where he's like, "Don't pitch it too hard. I'm wearing glasses," because that's why I kicked him off my softball team. Glasses. I'm like, dude.
He actually had we had a game last night. He's a solid first baseman, great first baseman, and he's got a pretty good. He's a lefty, so it's always good to have a lefty in the lineup.
Nice, it is.
Gets on base.
He just looks like the kind of guy is the last one you pick for dodgeball, but maybe he's got some skills.
He does, man. He's an athlete. You'd be really surprised. Hardy can play.
Susan, Billy with the limp, and okay, we'll take Hardy.
Michael, come on over. We're gonna put you on the team. All right, we talked your ear off enough. Can you play us a song and then we'll let you go?
No,
I know
we don't
we
want to
have
hear music. We want to talk some more.
I know we can. There's going to be
Bring Eloise in.
There's going to be a link in the comments, everybody, that you can go and hear the song. There you go. Watch the live performance there.
Yeah, there you go. Take over.
We crank it up now?
We're ready when you are.
All right.